Beautiful music. I'm a table whistler, but I'm straight on the money with everything else. God bless you guys. Hopefully, I've got a lot of reports to do tonight, so I'm going live a little bit early. YouTube already said, they said, James, we hate your fucking ass. We hate you, and we're only going to send out 2 invites a day for you, because you're trash. You're franchise. I'm not disenfranchised trash like they are. I'm franchised. It's a joke. Oh. Hey, we're going live.
Hey, SpaceX.
Can you hear me? I'm in headgear, so I can't hear you.
Oh, SpaceX is launching.
Hold on, I'm going to pull this gear off. Huh?
SpaceX
What?
is launching.
What?
SpaceX.
Oh, is it? Alright, we'll hit it right now. We'll hit it right now.
Alright.
Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a big, long show tonight. Agent Cabo in the house. There's one winner in the house, as always. Always pray for you, being where you're at. Always pray for you, being where you're at, man. I really do. This is gonna be a big deal. Where are all my lives? Can't even get to the lives anymore. Alright, I have to go to Twitter X, watch the SpaceX launch of X, guys. We actually have a SpaceX launch. I just got, came out of my headphones to get that. And remember when I taught you about SpaceX, it's mirrors. It's mirrors. Golly. Boy. It's all fun and mirrors until someone gets hurt. Alright. This does not look like this is happening anytime soon. Let's see if we get a time on this. It looks like it's going to happen in 2 hours. Or did it already? Nope. It's just interior crop. See where we're at live right now. So it's still no launch. This is real time. This is not starting anytime soon, it looks like. Okay, what we are gonna do is turn them on every other way. Did y'all see what I showed y'all at the SpaceX launch sites? Did anyone even notice? Did anyone even notice? Yeah, I get it, but alright. This is launch 9. That happened some time ago. We're at launch 10 here. 10th flight test, as you can see here. And it looks like if I go all the way to the end, we still ain't done shit. We'll go ahead and go to their website and we'll see how they're doing. Just all crap. What if I told y'all it was just mirrors? What if I told y'all it was just mirrors? Would y'all believe me? Alright. How about this? How about this? Starship launch site Boca Chica. Now this isn't all I forgot to see. This isn't all the launch sites images. So what there are is there's always going to be, I'm not showing y'all real pictures here. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Okay, let's see what happens. See these poles that stand around them in a circle? There's a good chance. See the poles? See the poles that have no reason to be there? Someone's caught on to the fact that they're projecting this. Well, one man's opinion. But hey, SpaceX, this is live 202. Let's get going. All right, James Kaufman, World News Report today. Let's get back so everyone can say hi to each other. I apologize. Look, this is, in my opinion, still from the coronal hole that I couldn't figure out why it died off. If y'all remember, I'll show y'all it's still Earth facing. A coronal hole sends out solar winds, right? Either a solar flare or filament eruption. I guess now we have a new one. They named a new one a sigmoid eruption. Today, they send out coronal mass ejections, right? Kind of like a seer. We find out something new every day. When you're doing this for like 12 years and they throw in a new word when they can't explain stuff, you get a little bit frustrated, to say the least. Frustrated. But let's start with the KP index. We're going to do a quick report. And look, we got nothing going on. This is real time. Nothing going on. They're going to talk about it. How many hours are they going to talk about it before it launches? August 25th. August 25th. SpaceX.com. Maybe I shouldn't be listening to Tiffany about anything. Well, we're going to blow this off for a second until I can verify it, right? I can verify it. Now, I will say that there's nothing going on whatsoever. Is this it? 17 minutes. Falcon 9 launch, Starlink from Florida. This is it, September 5th. That's yesterday. That must have been a scrubbed mission. Again, yesterday. I don't know. I hate listening to other people. They're never as smart as me. Excuse me. Let's get back to the hand. So what do we have here? Our KP indexes. They're ground-based units here on Earth that gives us a measurement of solar winds and plasma. Okay? Well, based on what's hitting their network, and we can see that some of them are more sensitive than others. The upgraded one is the estimated planetary index used by NOAA and NASA. And today, it's been off the hook with 9, 12, 15 hours of a geomagnetic disturbance and 3 hours of a geomagnetic storm. Hey, Tiff, I can't find it. Maybe I'm just silly. Alright, down here, our college index, it's much more sensitive, but it's really part of the same network. It's just the sensitivity that they've turned up on the college index network, and it shows we've been in the G1, G2 geomagnetic storm for 18 hours today. 18 hours today. Unbelievable. Now that's not what's going on at all. This is our KP index. That's a G1 geomagnetic storm. This is going to be because of the coronal hole. Right? And I couldn't imagine yesterday why they thought it would quit producing solar winds when all I could see was the coronal hole Earth facing, thinking it, remember I said 650, it went up to 550 and I couldn't figure it out. Of course, I'll be justified as usual tonight. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright. So this is one of the first times I've actually seen this occur. We've had a baseline go up to the high seas. I, in 14 years of watching this, have never seen a C6 baseline. And then we just had an M flare, an M2.4. We just had a strong C flare, and I'll show you all those. But something's going wrong with our sun here. I've never seen a belly, we'll call it a belly like that before in my life. Okay? In my life. Now leave that up. You can see the 1.2 that just occurred. Go back to the 1.2 right here. 1.24 right there. And you can match it up. 2207 peaking at 2215, right? They don't have the next flare. There's no more M flares on here. And the 1.2 is a 24-hour max. The 1.42 was yesterday's M flare. And I'll show you that as well. And that's going to be right here. That's going to be yesterday's max, the 1.43, 1.44. So we're all on base together, right? We're all on base. Look at this. I've never seen it say a 1% chance of X-class solar flare. A 30% chance of M-class solar flare. That ship sailed twice. And then we're running a C baseline, so I can, understand why we'd have a C baseline, right? All right, so we're heading on to HMI intensogram. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 departing sunspot groups, and we have another 5 simple sunspot groups, 1 complex sunspot group, That's 4207. That's the one that gave us 3 M flares yesterday. And the filament eruption, I called it a filament eruption at the time. It was really a sigmoid eruption, right? If you watch my video from today. Yeah, y'all buy me some coffee or something, and I'll get off subject. It better be substantial. All right, let's take a look. 4207 is the only what's called beta gamma sunspot group, and it's Earth facing everything else simple. We have 4201, 4197, 4204, and 4199 going around the limb. I can fix it quick. Not going around the limb. I could have told you that. All right, so remember, I pointed out, hey, I don't play those games. Go play them with your rainbow friends. Take your one tooth and head on out. I'm not trying to be rude, guys, but y'all are just suckers for the punch, right? So I said on the 7th that we get hit by the filament eruption. If y'all remember, I thought it was a filament eruption. It was a sigmoid eruption, right? Sigmoid eruption. And hey, Miss Lois. So there's no codependency here. If that guy would quit emailing me all day long and calling me all day long, I'd kiss my own ass if I could get around to it, okay? Trust me. That's all there is here. Just another freak job, right? With nothing better to do. I've got so many of them. I'm trying to give you all a decent report, but it's hard because there's a lot of people that take the bait for anything. All right? Take the bait for anything. So what I did call out is I call that filament eruption to hit tomorrow on the 7th, and I did not know it was called a sigmoid filament eruption until today, where I reported that. Can y'all believe that they actually didn't tell us about the 45-story building passing by us on the 3rd? How could, answer me this, how could radio telescopes miss that? A radio telescope sends out radio waves, and it gives you a return of everything, especially something that's 430 plus feet in diameter, okay? I believe that they only told us about that. If you haven't seen the video, you'll need to watch it. They told us about that late last night, about 6 p.m. Central Time here in the U.S. And they still had only 12 observations with a condition code of 7. Very, very big of a freak show, right? Very big of a freak show. Now, these are my thoughts. All this is getting knocked together like bumper pool from Atlas I3, right? C 2025 N1, whatever you want to call it. But as it makes its way through the asteroid belt, if you want to see my earlier video, it explains it all to y'all, shows you that the asteroid belt is surrounding Mars inside the orbit of Jupiter, and that's exactly where it is now. Now, of course, it's going to take some time for these rocks to approach the inner solar system. And we've been real lucky so far. Approach the inner solar system, meaning Earth, Mars, anywhere inside Mars, would be considered the inner solar system. Only 4 planets: Mars, Earth, Venus, and Mercury. That's what we call the inner solar system. Now, it's not me. You guys are as smart as me, because I see in the comments that you guys knew what was going on before me. What's going on is it's 12 miles wide. So it's plain bumper pool with the hundreds of millions of rocks in the asteroid belt. They believe it to be a leftover planet after a collision between Mars and Jupiter, closer to Mars. Watch my video. And it's just entered that area here. Now, I did call this out pretty good on the filament eruption. I didn't know it was a special kind of filament eruption, although I know the new name now. We have a new name. It's the first one in 14 years of me covering this. The sigmoid eruption, right? So, all right. That's the coronal hole that's Earth facing right now. That's spewing out the solar winds that is causing our geomagnetic disturbance and storm right now. And yes, I can prove it. There's no plasma involved. We've always learned that a geomagnetic hole, well, obviously, a geomagnetic or a coronal hole means solar winds. A solar flare means actually plasma. A filament eruption means plasma. I guess the new word for a filament eruption is a sigmoid filament eruption. That means plasma. But we're going to see when I hit my Discover satellites, we're going to see exactly what we should be seeing here, because this is directly Earth facing. It's solar winds, right? Solar winds. The audio should be good. Yeah, Albert, I kind of guesstimated 430 feet, 11 foot stories, 8-foot ceilings, about a 40-story building. That would have been a country killer. Obviously, we saw what a 70-foot rock did to an entire town. So one that's, I guess, 5 or 6 times larger than that would probably be something that really was bad news. And what we had going with that one was the inclination, which means the direction that it comes in towards Earth was very high and inclinated, which means it would have popped right through the atmosphere. Okay? Now, anything I say, I can prove. It's not ground controlled emission Tom here. All right, we'll look for so I see some shooting stars. I see that huge CME here. It looks like there's missing time. Watch this. All right, watch the time. Good. It's a fight in space. Watch the time missing. What a huge eruption. Look at that. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and really just 1 hour, 2 hours of missing time there. Just 2 hours right towards the end there. What is that? Well, let's zoom in and figure out what the hell that is, because it's something. Nope. No. You can see rocks surrounding it. So this is something here. I'm not quite sure what it is. Does anyone know what planet that is? Does anyone know what planet that is? I'm going to let y'all know. So if we're looking at Earth, it's going to be Mercury. Coming into view, Mercury. That's the innermost. We call it planet number 1. The innermost planet. Alright. Did I increase the size a little bit too much? Alright. That sounds really good, Lori. It really does. Alright, so this is the brand new Space Weather Prediction Center forecast. This is for the 7th tomorrow. And this is that sigmoid filament eruption. Now remember, I called it on the 7th. And it looks like it's going to go just over 25 centimeters cubed in plasma. And it will push solar winds up. Now what we're going to find is solar winds right now are already up. They're already up. And today's the 6th, 7th. They're up here in the 700 range. It's going to be, well, not too hard to explain because that coronal hole is directly Earth facing. Directly Earth facing, okay? So we're going to keep this up as we move through. These are, this is the radiation coming from all the flares. We're actually going to be able to see the last M flare here that pops off. I love the peanut butter and chocolate. I did have a little, goes a little flare tonight. So that flare here corresponds with the M flare here at, well, right before 7 Central Time or 0000 UTC time. And there it is right there. And there it hits right there. And there's the time right there at 22:17. And there should be nothing else to be really looked at. Small flare there, that was the C flare we saw. Everything else is just garbage. So we had that little M flare show up on. This is our X-ray flux, D region absorption prediction center. Alright, so I put this together. This is something I put together tonight. It's going to show us everything's happened over the last 48 hours. And I just want y'all to take it all in. These are the M flares we're talking about. That was a big filament eruption. You can see the departing sunspots have been having problems. There was the whatever sigmoid eruption there. And those are the repeated M flare eruptions right here. That's 4207. We already know what that is, right? Watch this. Right, there it was. And then these continue to go off. We haven't seen, they continue to go off. We haven't seen a lot from the new sunspots yet, okay? going to keep that up as well. This is the back side of the sun. We have two sunspot groups, 022 and green. This is the mildest I've ever seen the backside of the sun. And 024 in, can we call it pink? And you can't see them on the composite. That means they're not really definitive. Now what you can see here is the Earth facing flares. And this is, I'm going to pull it up. It's reverse polarity, black over white, black over white. Black over white should only be in the southern hemisphere. That's 0-100 right there. White over black should always be in the northern hemisphere, which is positive over negative, negative over positive. Here we have negative over positive northern hemisphere. Now they say that that's 3/1000, so 1% of sunspots, but not anymore. It's not what we're seeing at all. Now we are going to take a look at Lori Phillips, sent in some photos here. We're going to take a look at those in a bit, and we're going to actually call her and let her tell us what they are. What I want to tell you guys is this was kind of the plasma here. It really did nothing all day long. Went down to 0. We had solar winds rise up like 700 kilometers per second. That's just that coronal hole. That's not that sigmoid eruption. It's not the film eruption. Here we go again. Look, 702. I called this, I said between 650 and 700, and I was really ashamed yesterday when it didn't happen. Well, it's happening. It's happening. And as y'all can see it here, 696. I said between 650 and 700. I can't do any better than that, right? So this is solar winds. This is plasma. There is no plasma. That means there are no what? There are no solar flares. And the filament eruption would be plasma. It wouldn't be solar winds. I'm teaching y'all. That's what I'm trying to do here. Now, the big problem we have here is our shields are down. The shields are in pink, meaning they're down here. And so when we are hit by that filament eruption tomorrow, and I won't tell you what time I expect it. It's supposedly moving in extremely fast. So we did call it out for tomorrow yesterday. Watch my live. They covered 2 days. I even said why they marked it on the 7th, because of, I called it a filament eruption. It was actually a sigmoid filament eruption, right? So I learned something new every day, like everyone else does, right? With them making new words up every day. You have to. This shows that our shields are down here below 180. I don't like this. We had some plasma come through here. There's really no explanation for that. Plasma is bottomed out to nothing. We have solar winds that climbed to 700 3 or 4 times. That's where I was expecting them with that coronal hole. This is fairly short term. It's about 5 hours worth. And look how elevated temperatures are. They're as high as I've ever seen them here, the temperatures. And that brings us back to this. Look at this. Look at the baseline. I've never seen a baseline that's a C7. I personally never have. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. All right. Let's see if I can get us back to where we are. This is STO HMI magnetogram, and I want y'all to see the black over white down here and the white over black up here as it should be. Everything looks pretty good on STO. Let's see if this is from today. Gosh, my eyes are so bad. I'm going to have to increase the size of this to see if it's from today. And it's, yep. 9/7, taken at 1:30. It was taken at 8:30 Central Time tonight. So the sun's looking pretty, well, harmless at some level. Pretty harmless compared to usual. There's that big coronal hole, and you can see how much of the canopy was missing right there. And I was expecting, I said, why didn't this last for 2-3 days? I couldn't figure it out. Well, I think we've all gotten the answer to that. It was on and off based on how much of the canopy of the coronal hole was missing. So we've been hit again by solar winds. These are all the departing sunspot groups. And soon, guys, we're going to be, well, hit by this sigmoid filament eruption, as y'all might have seen today if y'all watched. So they have all the models turned off. Look, it's just turned off. Or there's nothing happening in the world. Look, it's just off. Just off. So this is scary, scary, scary stuff. They have at least 10 of the models that I regularly use turned off. Right now, that's alright. We'll go blind. We'll go blind. Mark, I don't know if it's. Did you watch my video earlier today on the asteroid belt? That's the biggest threat that Earth has. If not, you can go watch that. That will educate you tenfold why all these big near-Earth objects, space rocks, are coming near to Earth right now. And you have to realize it takes time after a 12-mile rock, well, plows through small rocks and planetary-sized objects, and they go in all different directions. It's like a pinball machine, right? Or a bubble pool. And some of them go in our direction. We've been very, very grateful and lucky thus far. And you know what? I'm not sure if JPL hid that, what's y'all's opinion, or if they really didn't see it until after it had passed. Again, I don't know how that would be possible with what's called radio telescopes, because radio signals go out from all areas of the globe, and if they hit something that's 430 feet in diameter, you're going to get a return on that. Okay, you're going to get a return on that. So Euphoria is also down. I just wanted y'all to see the ESA has hit the bunkers. I don't know what all this means. I've never seen Euphoria down in my whole life. Okay, that's the ESA, and that's the SOHO. Oh, there we go. See if we can get a reading. Alright, that's the 7th here. And so they're looking for just under 40 centimeters cubed. But that's plasma. And that's going to be from that sigmoid eruption. They totally missed the solar winds. The solar winds are upwards of, well, much faster, right? What do we say the solar winds were? 700 kilometers per second. Euphoria, the ESA has them down here at 350 and going as low as 300. Now, what did we say they were at? It's not we. What did our satellites say they were at? Solar winds started the day out and went up to, 745 times. So the ESA, they're working those 2-day work weeks again. It's not going to do them a lot of good. Those 2-day work weeks are just not that great. All right. And, hey, we're coming into it. Y'all all know that the blood moon eclipse for over 7 billion people on Earth, with less than 1 billion people not able to see it, that would include us in South America, happens tomorrow evening. That'd be one more day. We have a geomagnetic connection to Pluto. This could cause some earthquake and volcanic activity. There's no reason it shouldn't. Remember, the moon is our biggest factor, but RCA proved to me in 1948 that they could call 96 to 98% of all the earthquake and solar activity by the planetary positions and lineups. So when I tell y'all the 9th and 10th right there, what I'm doing is I'm lining these planets up, and I'm looking for a 90-degree angle here with another planet. And then that's not as bad. Then we get a geomagnetic connection to Uranus, and then we're Sirius, Eris, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. And when this thing rolls into place on the 21st and 22nd, maybe the 20th as well, these might be the worst 3 days that y'all ever remember. Okay? Ever remember. Now we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. Is Lori in the house still? Is Lori still in the house? Guys, we can only see 3/1000ths of 1% of the light spectrum. We have the audacity to call it the visible light spectrum. All right? The visible light spectrum. Well, all right, so Lori, I'm going to actually kill this so I don't dox you. I'm going to pull up what you've sent in. I haven't looked at it yet, but we'll stay audio here, guys. And then I'm going to turn it back on, and Lori's going to call in and explain to us what we're looking at. Hold on, let me get this right here. Let's see, display capture output, transition. This is so difficult for me sometimes. Y'all can still hear me now, I know. I'm not going to actually pull her email up. I don't want y'all to see her email address or any crap like that. Alright, I think I have this pulled up. I'm going to pull one more thing up before we go to Miss Lori. And we're going to turn our control system back on. Ground control to Major Tom. Alright, transition over. We should have a full screen now. Alright, what I wanted to show you guys is YouTube pulled this video, and I'm very worried that they're coming after me big time. All I did was take a PhD's, 3 of them. They did papers, and they used Iceland as their study, and they said that one volcano going off, actually, or several, could start a chain reaction or domino effect because it releases methane gas or greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which in turn melts the ice caps off the thousands of volcanoes who have been, kept at bay via the ice caps. And me and YouTube have been through hours on this today. Hours. It's a 3-minute video. Hours on this today. Somehow, some of you guys got to see it as unlisted. I better get rid of this. I'm gonna get in trouble. I keep it up because if they come after me, I want to prove that I've sourced it to PhDs and it's the real deal. All it says is basically a domino effect as the ice melts. They've seen this in the ice cores and the drilling cores, that all the volcanoes go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 domino effect, right? Domino effect. Alright, I'm going to call. Yes, that's what I meant. And actually, they say it causes cooling at first. And I'm not allowed to play my video, but the particles cause cooling at first. But over a short term, which is 10 years, the gas is released into the atmosphere. They say cause a domino effect, and I kept saying they say because it's not me, okay? It's they say. How did the sun get in front of this wire here? Yes, ma'am. Or I'll call you. Go ahead. I want to know how the sun got in front of this wire here. Now, y'all, don't be afraid to ask Lori the hard questions. She's out of H-Town, my hometown, Houston, Texas. And she says she's taking these from Uptown, which is, I call it the Galleria area. I'm just waiting on her phone call, and we'll go through her videos and slides. Hey, James Kaufman, World News Report today. Who am I speaking with?
This is Lori Phillips. Hello.
Hey, Miss Phillips, how are you?
I'm good. It's cool seeing this on the screen.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
All right. Shout out to Miss Lori, guys, out of H-Town.
I hope you have my video, too, that it shows it going in and out of the clouds as well, so it shows the movement, that it's definitely not a shadow, and I have tons of pictures of it and video. I've got a perfect west view from my den, and yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so tell us how you got interested. I think you told me, and we're kind of friends, I won't lie. You're a conspiracy theorist.
For a long time.
You're a conspiracy theorist like me. But everything we call conspiracy seems to come true.
It's just, I have felt it for a long time, and I've known about it, probably about 15 years, I would say. And then...
Now, what have you known for 15 years, ma'am?
What's that now?
What have you known for 15 years?
Well, that it was coming, and it was real, and about it, and then... the solar weather stuff started coming into play. I don't remember a time in my lifetime that they ever talked about solar weather.
There never has been. I started 14 years ago. I was the first
I mean, it made no sense to me. So that's when I started watching you for about 10 years ago, because you were one of the only ones that were talking about it.
People like Stephen Burge and all them, they stole my URLs and YouTube likes.
You were the only ones that were talking about it.
Well, YouTube loves disenfranchised, long-haired, green-haired losers, and so they try to keep me down. But that's all right. I'll fight through it.
You were, and so I started noticing things, and I started looking at the FAA webcams. I started,
Good for you.
See,
Good for you.
Yeah, and I could see it. I would get on the webcam or the live views of Houston, when what I realized was you can't see it with the naked eye if you're staring at the sun, okay? It's so bright that you just won't see it. You're not going to be able to. So you've got to kind of either look at it through some I wait till the sun is going down or it's coming up, and looking through it through either my camera lens or some sort of filter is the only way. Otherwise, you're blinded.
So let me say this: these FAA cameras, I just pulled them up. They've been godsend, and you are able to see a lot from these cameras here.
I've got screenshots for 4 years of it.
All the yellow ones, guys, y'all can find these at weathercams.faa.gov.
Yep.
And I will say that I've seen what appear to be, and I am not the expert. Look how they don't show the west side.
And not just in one place. I mean, you can go to different cities, different states, different whatever, and the same thing will be there.
Well, the FAA cameras are very limited, but up in Alaska, everything that's yellow is an FAA camera, and they have tons. I call it tons, right? Tons, compared to everywhere else.
Well, they also, they block out this stuff with these fake. I don't know how they do it. I know I'm not crazy, but there's clouds that they make, and they block it out with stuff, and they've been doing it for a while. These smoky looking like clouds that are not normal. They look, I don't know how they do that, but if the weather's heating, they do other stuff. But go on to some other pictures and show them.
All right, well, let's talk about the first picture first. It looks like it's a western view. I see what I think is the sun. I'm guessing it's the brighter of the two, right?
I don't know which one. I have pictures where there's there's two objects there, obviously, but I've got pictures where it shows more than
all right,
two.
So this is two objects, one super bright, and we have triangular roofs looking off to the west. One is to the slightly upper left, but I see it in front of the wire. In front of the wire here, although I see the sun in front of the wire, or at least it appears in front of the wire, okay? It appears. And with cameras, it's touch and go.
So what are you saying that means? I don't know what that...
Oh, I'm asking you, can you see this picture online?
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
So what do you see here?
Well, when I see it, I see two objects. Just like...
So which is the sun? The one on the right?
I think the sun is the one on the left, actually. I could be wrong, though.
And what the brighter one would
maybe
be?
Not, though. Maybe not. Maybe because they do say that the sun is... Maybe the sun is... Since it's going so nuts, maybe... I don't know. The sun used to be yellow, but maybe it's not. Tiffany, what do you think, Tiffany? Tiffany's very... That's why I said call Tiffany. She's very knowledgeable about it as well. What does everybody else think? I have so many pictures of this, y'all. If everybody...
Well, let's go on to pick number two. Pick number two. That we called you so you can explain your pictures.
Well, look, I've got tons of pictures of it now. Do I know exactly
what I'm looking at? This is pick number two.
I don't know.
Now,
not,
let me say what I think about this and why.
Yeah.
So I see this sun here and the cloud here, and what looks like the same cloud over this relic behind it. If you'll see this going down here, and then going down here, I think this is a lens flare.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Okay, well, if you have the video and you can play it, you'll see that it's not.
Yeah, we got everything you sent. Don't worry. No
The
worries.
video, I mean, I'm not going to get mad, but I want to, the video kind of proves
But
that
you see what I'm saying? You can see that go down there and go down here, and the cloud being the same exact cloud. You would think that, well, there's no way that there could be a cloud over both of them, right?
I don't know, but I've got tons of pictures. Pull up another one and see. It
Right.
moves. It also moves. I mean, I've got so many pictures of it, say every day if it's clear I can take pictures of it. It moves as the sun sets. So it doesn't stay in the same, it moves like clockwise, as well. So
I think we have a spaceship.
I don't think so.
I'm serious.
But I don't know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm pointing it out right now. It's wild.
I mean, it could, hey, look, there could be spaceships up there, and that's great, but I don't think that, 3i Atlas is a total spaceship. I think it is definitely what,
It's a space rock.
it's a big rock that has, a lot of, things in it that we are not used to, and it's going to make our sun go nuts.
Now, what do y'all think about our sun catching 3i Atlas and making it orbit like a mini planet? After all, it's got these much bigger planets like Neptune, like Saturn, like Jupiter that it's caught. It's caught them all. And this is just 12 miles. Why can it run through the solar system and not be caught by our sun? Please, someone explain that to me. Now, I'll show you something interesting about what I said here. Here, what I thought was the sun seems to be in front of the lines, but this other thing is behind the lines. See the lines here? So this is a little bit more freakish. And then again, this to me looks like could be a spaceship, but what do I know? What I'm saying,
So the same picture. You're going to pull up another one?
ma'am,
Are you going to pull up another picture?
this is my third picture.
How come I haven't seen that? On my end, I guess I didn't.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm watching the live stream.
Sometimes you have to hit the live button on your phone or whatever
Maybe so.
to catch it up.
I'm not caught up with. I'm probably. I'll just get back.
So this one's very interesting because this is behind the wire, this is in front of the wire, and this is what I'm talking about over here being illuminated.
I'm not seeing. Oh, okay. I see now. I caught up with. Okay.
Alright, so let me ask y'all, why, if our sun is so tough, why wouldn't it capture this 12-mile rock and put it into orbit somewhere between maybe Mars and Earth? Because that's where it's headed. It's headed between Mars and Earth. Why wouldn't it be caught? It would definitely be. Someone asked and someone argued. It's definitely on the orbital plane or the elliptical plane. So that little theory, sir, was out the door. NASA's already said, and I've already. I can pull up the diagram right now from JPL. It's on the elliptical or orbital plane. Alright, so that was all bullshit that you were trying to spew. Not you, ma'am. Somebody else.
I'm hoping I'm on watching the same pictures as you.
Well, do you see this little spaceship-looking thing over here to the right?
But it is cool that I have the whatever telephone or electrical wires, whatever those are, because it kind of.
Well, this one is behind, and this one's in front, which is even wilder.
Okay. Right.
And before, I guess both of them were. I don't know. We'll have to go back and look. We can go back and look that quickly. I'm already there. They're both in front here. Both in front here. Here, this is a lens flare. I can tell by the cloud configuration. I think. Okay, just think. And then this one is a little bit more intriguing because the lines show you that this one's behind the lines and this one doesn't appear to be. Doesn't appear to be. Who thinks that Comet Atlas should be caught by the sun and should orbit the sun between Mars and Earth?
Well,
I mean, why is its trajectory, not changing? Why does JPL have it not changing? It should almost wrap to the right and go to the right because the sun's electromagnetic connection to it. Am I right? I played the JPL tonight to show y'all. And I'll pull that up for y'all, but my question is JPL doesn't have it moving at all to the right, which doesn't sit well with me, because if it's inside the orbit of, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter, all those big ass giants that somehow have been captured by our little star, right? Now, what are we? We're the mini yellow, whatever they call it. I showed y'all the other day. Well, you would think it would be a large one, but we're the mini star. But it should be enough if it's caught the gas giants to catch a 12-mile wide rock. Wouldn't y'all think?
Supposedly it's grown double already in size. I don't know. I don't think they're reported in Brooklyn. Well, I mean, I don't think we have to be long before we're going to, start telling them it's going to the plane that they're not going to tell us. We would think.
Well, we don't know if anything has its own propulsion system or not. That's a lot of speculation in my...
Tell by what happens with the volcanoes and whatever else is going on. Hopefully. That's the only one we'll know, I think.
Right.
I think the people before that. Everyone happens here is telling us now and what we won't have to tell us what's going on,
Now, I live in Houston with you, and when I look to my west, I don't see two suns.
You don't need what?
I don't see these two suns.
I don't know if I definitely don't either, but I just, I would like to know when it goes down, I was going to have a ham radio and stuff. But there's nothing we can do about any of this anyway. Everything, that's going to be as important as we can.
I'd love to bring my radiation detector. That's a 6G tower in front of your home there. That's a big bad boy there. 6G.
Well, you start playing a video or a little bit of it, you can play it when you can actually watch it.
Yeah, we're getting there. I thought we'd go through and take a look at them. I think we have one more, and then we'll have to look at a video here. This one.
Yeah,
this one.
and watch it so I can watch. I'm enjoying watching this, and I hope everybody picture thing that I do.
Now this one's a little bit crazy. It seems to engulf the light pole.
I mean, it's really...
And then look, the light pole obviously appears back here too. Even stranger.
And look, these are not touched up. The sky is that red. These pictures are untouched. They're not enhanced by any means or anything. So...
Alright, so let me kill this so no one will get your address, and I'll pull up the video. Is it on a second?
Maybe you can call Tiffany and get her input on it.
Is it on a separate email?
I sent the video on the actually email or Facebook.
No, is the video on a separate email?
You can go on. Yeah, I'm sending it on an email and I'm sending it on Facebook. Messenger.
No, I saw a second email come in. Let me kill this and take a look at that. Hold on. Display capture off. Transition over. You can still hear us. I'll take a look at. Let's see here.
I can't get ground control to make the sound out of my head. That's all. Since we'll get mission control.
Alright, so I have the video pulled up. I'll bring this back on.
And then you can watch it and
Wait, no, stick around. You're here to explain this to us. Without you, this means, hold on.
You want me to stay on the phone?
Yeah, while we talk, look at the video, sure. Alright, Houston, we have a problem. Is the name of the video? And oh, play it. It looks pretty legit in your video. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, there you go.
But I can't see that from my home.
Now you can fast forward it some point. It's like 7 minutes long.
Well, we got nothing but time. Is there a better?
Me talking.
Yeah.
Which one you had to sign one?
Well, we took that off anyway. We took that off anyway. So, what does anyone think?
Like, see, like, what's cool about this one is you'll be able to watch both of those objects.
Go behind the
clouds.
clouds.
And so there's no way they could bring those kind of reflections. They both, the way they move, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, now that's my opinion, but I've been looking at it, taking pictures of it.
Whoa.
I can't see how it could be. And to me, it's kind of brilliant by everybody that is not used to seeing stuff like this.
So they go completely behind the clouds. I'll zoom it up. And then one of them comes out. You can see the other one in the cloud, which is really freakish. Hey, I will say, definitely freakish, okay?
To me, see the clouds, these are the clouds.
What's amazing is you must be able to visually see this or you wouldn't be filming it.
Then I don't know if they make it or something. I don't know.
Well, try to talk into the phone, sweetie.
I've got young people.
But if you didn't see it, you probably wouldn't be filming it. And that means to me that you really saw it.
Well, I mean, I know it's there. So when I started filming it, and knowing that I could capture it at a certain time of the day, with, it's like Yeah, definitely. So I've got so much, where I live at, I'm able to have a west view. It's perfect for being able to do this. So I just keep the camera on it, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be, it's going to move in and out of the clouds, and that to me is, amazing to watch because it shows that it's like two separate objects. It's not a reflection.
Does anyone in the audience have any questions or comments? What do you guys think? There's
also a blue object I've got that shows up in it as well sometimes.
It is intriguing. I'm not going to say it's not. I just don't understand. And I went out today and looked because you sent me this. So I went out with my camera. And I know the Samsungs are a lot better than the Apples are. I know the Samsung cameras, NASA actually and the government had them recall the new Samsungs because the cameras were too good. They didn't want y'all to be able to record the moon and stuff happening like that. So they're going to downgrade the cameras on all the new phones. And the new software has a camera downgrade for the Samsung 23 Pro and the Samsung 24 Pro. There's a camera downgrade on both of them. And I did do a video about it, just FYI. That's a true story. Now, my camera sucks, this Apple thing.
Oh, my sister says that she can't get it as close as what I'm getting with an iPhone. But I thought iPhones had really good cameras. I thought they were much better than that. I don't know.
Well, this is the video, guys. This is the video.
Yeah, I hope, everybody finds it. I find it fascinating. I truly believe in whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's planet X, Hebrew, or whatever comes first. It is, it's there. It's here. That's what I believe. So crazy. I don't know. You're welcome to come over and look at through my window and find and get a view of it. It's awesome. So, thanks for having me. All
right. God bless you. Thank you for sending the information in. That was awesome.
I'll talk to you soon. Good night.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right. What do you guys think? It's up to y'all. Obviously, I think it's weird that they turn the models off. Never seen this before. Obviously, there's more than nothing here. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Obviously. So, we are going to be back with a short live. Have some good times here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the show. And you have as many questions as you do answers, because I know that's where I stand. Thank y'all for joining us. We're seeing some really strange stuff out of the sun, and we're going to actually be live in about 15 minutes. Hopefully y'all come back and join us. God bless. Thank you again, and stay safe. And if anyone can help us with a cup of coffee, remember when I say that, I put together this and fought with YouTube for 4 or 5 hours, and they pulled it down. It was one of the best videos I've ever done right here. You can see it's been pulled down for ad suitability. Domino effect. They said, it was terrible what they said to me. Alright, God bless, guys. We'll see you soon, hopefully. If not, we'll see you tomorrow or the next day. Y'all be safe out there. God bless. Remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.